What's up, guys? Welcome back to Golf Simulator Videos. We're at the 2023 PGA Merchandise Show, and I'm here with Jacob from Trackman, and we're talking about some new software features. So they just released TPS 9 and then I think 9.1, correct?
Correct, yes.
And a couple new things that I don't think we've demonstrated yet in the channel. You mind taking us through a few of those?
I can do that for sure.
Awesome.
So the main big step with TPS 9 that we took recently, after updating from 8.1, which was the TPS that we had prior, is the update of the main UI. So instead of the old UI where you actually basically had to learn the navigation of the whole UI to understand where all the different features were in the software, we've now made it much more accessible. Basically, you have 4 main doors on your front page when you go into a simulator. You either go for a practice session, you either go to play courses, play the entertainment games, or you play an actual tournament.
Okay, so when you first boot up, this is what we're looking at. These
this is
4
your
tiles,
landing screen, yeah.
Trying to simplify it. And then I kind of like it because it looks like it's kind of geared a little towards touchscreen as well. You know, you can just
It is, yeah. Basically, I don't know, three-quarters of our installations are based on touchscreens alone. Not a lot have keyboards, especially in the commercial environment. So for sure, it's optimized for touchscreens. Now, if you're a teaching facility and have focus on the teaching features in the software, you can change the layout to match whatever your needs are. So you focus only on. If I press practice here, you can see this is the layout if you go into practice. This would be your landing page if you're a teaching facility, because you only need the teaching features in here, so you can do the traditional. That's all you need to get going. And if you don't want that, I mean, if this is your landing page, if you don't find what you're needing right here, you can always press all activities, and you can go through every activity that you have in the entire software. Just
every single thing.
Every single thing that you know from our software is right at your fingertips.
That's nice
here.
Too. Now I noticed when you hit practice, I saw putting analysis. I haven't messed with that a whole lot. That's always been with TPS?
That's been with TPS for the past 2-3 years, since we launched it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was only on the main, not the simulator, but what's the other software? I think they're 2 separate ones.
Our Outdoor Pro app,
the
Go
app.
Yeah. So we renamed that to the Pro app now. No, but you can actually do pretty extensive putting practice indoors with impact locations and all kinds of nice little features and elements. I think it's 3 years ago since we released it, but it's kind of understated a little bit. It's not
I haven't
utilized a lot.
Dove into it much. I'll have to maybe jump into that.
Jump into that at some point, yeah.
You did mention games. There's 1 or 2 new games.
So a couple of years ago, we started really pushing hard for some more entertainment games as we made more and more progress in the commercial sim environment. Lots of requests came in on the entertainment side of things, so we actually ventured into that a couple of years ago. Most recently with TPS, over the last 12 months, we've introduced Magic Pond, which is basically a kids game designed in an environment where everybody who can actually just hit a golf ball and make it fly just a few yards will get some sort of feedback from the game. So you're in a lake environment, kind of a fairy tale environment, and monsters are hidden everywhere in the environment, and your objective is to find them everywhere, and kids just love this. This is available both on...
I love it when there's kids activities or a way to tie it all in. I mean, I talk to coaches and instructors all the time, and they're doing these little academies with the real young kids, let alone ones that are a little older, and it's like that gateway to golf, make it fun. And then they can kind of sneak in.
That's the first step. Make it fun first, and then they can always practice.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea.
This is available in the sim, but also on our Trackman driving range product, so you can actually play this game outdoors as well. And we have several clubs coming to us to say, I mean, our junior teams are packed now because of this game. So people are, the young kids are coming back just to play this game. So it's really successful.
Mom or dad take you to the range, and you can set them up. Go to the Trackman range so they can play games, and maybe you can work on your game a little bit.
Yeah, if you can get away from it. But it's actually designed as a team game, so it's actually meant for you to play along with your kids.
Oh, nice.
So you take turns and you work together to find all those monsters, and it's really engaging.
Even better.
So that's one good thing, and the other part is maybe more for the a little more adult side of our business. But if you go into a commercial sim center and you get a few beers and go out with your friends, some of those friends may be new to golf, but we should also invent something that's new or that's good for them. So we have the Streets of Neon, which is a putt-putt game. I like to explore some opportunities that we have in the virtual space that you don't get in real golf, and that's the advantages of playing indoor. We always say, welcome to the great indoors, and this is what we basically mean. So we are trying to exploit everything we can in an indoor environment, virtual environment. So this is a futuristic landscape with flying drones and robots and all kinds of stuff mixed into it. But it's basically, it's putt-putt game, and you have 18 different holes that you can select from in the interface here. Select any number and you play putt-putt. It's par 2s all the way up to par 6 holes.
And I always say, putting, I mean, most people can do a decent job at it. From kids to adults, never picked up a golf club. Usually they can handle the putter. So, once again, kind of getting people introduced to the game and having fun. No, that's
what it's all
great
about.
Stuff. Very good stuff.
Then for the more seasoned players, it's actually not something I can show on the screen right here, but a big thing with the TPS 9.1 that we updated here in December was our new bounce and roll 2.0, we call it. So the whole physics model, the whole bounce and roll, the ball behaviors inside the entire virtual golf universe has been redone completely. Wow. So 6 months ago we ripped everything apart and rebuilt it again. So basically, we now have something that is realistic enough to run the next tour that you may have seen online. Yes. But we just we're in the middle of.
First one sold out, right?
First one sold out in 4 hours, and the second one sold out in a couple of days. And we now have 500 players. It is sold out for round 2. Round 3 signups is open already. So it's really catching on quite a bit.
It's incredible.
I take pride in us being able to run a professional tournament with real money.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of money involved.
Well, and for those of you that don't know, because I ask these questions right away, it's like, well, okay, well, how do you keep everybody, truthful, I guess you want to say, but it's pretty amazing. So they actually have integration with video, so you have to record your round. And they can look at the data. So if something's suspicious or whatever, they can look in and see if somebody was messing with anything. I think that you're doing it right, and it's kind of showing, like, do we have a whole another part of golf and competition, that's going to develop and be quite amazing. I mean, you're talking big money. How much was the total purse on the first one?
Minimum is 100 grand up there, and for every player that's added to the pool, they pay $130 to enter. 100 of those goes into the pool. So the more players, the more money is there. First round, the first prize was $17,500 US, and then all the way down to I don't know which number got in the money. But not only the competition side of it, but also the sidekicks, we call it. So the longest drive, the closest to the pin, birdie streaks, all that kind of stuff.
That was a great idea.
It's a good little element of things
fun. Someone might not be way up the leaderboard, but who knows? They might have got longest drive or closest.
If you're a long hitter and don't know how to putt, then you can still make it. Well, it's auto putting, so it's
we all know putting is important.
Yeah.
So it is auto putting, you said?
For now, it's auto putting.
Okay.
For a number of reasons. We like to move slowly but steadily forward. So it's a safe bet in the beginning to do auto putting, because we don't have full control over the environments that people want to play in. So our target was to see how it goes with auto putting. Look at how many bays are actually in an outdoor environment, hitting into nets with a screen on the side. Are they able to putt or not? Auto putting is safe for everybody. We do want to get to a stage where we can recommend putting and only do that, but it's more to do with the environment. It's the environment ready for it.
Putting on Trackman, I mean, it's been really developed over the past few years. The shortest putt now inside the sim software is down, is it 4 feet?
4 feet give me distance is the smallest one, yeah.
But they're actually watching the ball roll. It's not looking at it in a short distance. So, you need probably a solid, 6 to 8 feet of roll?
Not even that much.
Not even?
Actually, 4 feet we should be okay.
But it needs to be smooth.
It needs to be smooth. You can't have the big bumps, and that's the challenging part, right?
That's the key. So you couldn't just putt 2 feet off of a mat. It's not going to work.
No, that wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, but that makes sense. That makes total sense. Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of stuff. I appreciate you taking the time, talking to us.
Appreciate coming by.
And look forward to covering more Trackman in the future.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Stay tuned, guys. There'll be a lot more coming from the 2023 PGA Merchandise Show. Thanks for watching.